Good morning. This is Ken Long from Tortoise Capital with the daily debriefing for September 29th, 2016. Take a quick look at the reports for today and get set up for tomorrow's volatility. We are in bullish normal conditions. You can see the volatility indicator, the risk Z, has rolled up into the positive territory as volatility longer term has continued to decline, although we're going to see today had some nice intraday movements. We have a handful of channeling and overreactions and a couple 5-day downs and then 4 auto framers that test out pretty well. So we're starting to see the market differentiate here and show some opportunities for some buying on dips in the Dow large caps. An untrending market, and bulls and bears are about even. So this is the kind of directionless, untrending, longer term market that is well suited for intraday trading, grabbing what you can get. And we'll see that here in a minute. These are the channelings in the Dow 30. Only Nike is on a auto framer here. In the ETF 30s, we have gold and silver on an auto framer. A couple channelings here in healthcare and financials. Overreaction in utilities. 5-day down in the utilities and gold. So pretty slim pickings right here. So this has us focusing more on the broad indexes. Right now, I think what we've got is really market index traders pushing people around. Maybe it's algorithms back and forth, but there's a lot of waiting and see is what it feels like right now with the political instability. Here are those auto framers and how they frame out for us. Silver, the ag commodities, Nike and gold. The top shelf here in the green are the regression line fractal frameworks that are deep value, the ones that are the most ATR below their own 270 period regression line. The ones in the red are the relative strength leaders, and then how many ATRs they are ahead of their long-term fair value, which we take as the RL 270. No squeezes today. You can see the sideways nature of the market. There still is some upward pressure. The fact that we've had a strong support at 212, got back to fair value, a pullback. Today's sell-off offers an opportunity to treat 214 as support. So if we see a low opening and taken off, these large range days in either direction suggest that get on board early and let the market take you where it wants to go. This is a market, as you can see, compared to the 200-day moving average. It's just marking time. The slope of the 30 is right at the long-term average, so it's really listless, and that makes it well-suited for drilling down for the intraday trades. Just flashing through some stats here. I really just want to get to the daily charts, so let's get there now. All right, so we're going to start with a series of 6 trades in EWZ Brazil, well suited for intraday trading. It's a big broad index. It has its own currency that helps push it around. It reflects a broad array of all the business sectors in South America. It's got a lot of volume. It's got futures and options on it. So we really like that as a trading vehicle. So the first one, we've waited our 20 minutes from the opening, and we get an owl condition here. I front run it a little bit with a 1-2-3 entry with the RL10 crossing the baby dragon. Wouldn't offend me if you got your exit here. We play the RL10 entering the dragon as an exit to cash the first one of the day. So that's about a .6R using a standard kind of 20-cent initial risk. Our stop would have been 18 just down here by Z3 for 20 cents, and that's about a 14-cent capture, so .7. Next up, so that's that first trade. We get a pullback. It finds support at the VWAP. The slope of the RL270 is up. The slope of the river is slightly up, so we're looking to be long in this bull. We get a continuation pattern here with the pocket entry as the RL10 comes across the baby dragon, and the dragon, again, about a 20-cent stop. Cashing it in short steps. Like to get paid early. I don't mind taking fractionals. That's the first two trades. Now we get a significant rollover here. We get owl conditions, so we've had our unambiguous move up off that bottom, and now everything rolls over, and now the 30 has rolled over. The dragon is down. RL10 crossing the dragon. We're short here with a stop up at Z2. A fractional micro win. Try a continuation pattern as it fails again, crossing through the VWAP. That's a scratch. We had a favorable Z3 trade, was slow to exit. Didn't want this to turn into a loser, so it was basically a scratch. The market is continuing down here, and so you can see the RL30 was still facing down. So we're buying the pocket, or actually selling the pocket. Finds support for 7 or 8 bars. 1, 2, 3 exit with the RL10 crossing the dragon. So basically a scratch, another fractional win on this one. All right, so here's the unambiguous move down. We have the owl pattern with the RLCO outside the river. RL10 crosses the dragon. The 30 is rolled up. The dragon is rolled up. Therefore, entry. 1, 2, 3 exit on the second failure to follow through. Cash. Now the 30 has rolled over. There's the unambiguous move. 30 is rolled over. Dragon is rolled over. RLCO outside the river. This is now an owl short. It gets all the way down to almost Z3 once more. Want to cash a fractional as we're getting into the lunch hour. Try it one more time because we've got markets money in hand. Buying the stop and reverse here. Now the 30 is up. The dragon is up. We have a low, a higher low. This you can call that a pocket or even an owl. I wouldn't be offended. This gets to Z3. It was very slow on cashing. So we were able to cash maybe 0.2 or 0.3. So we're getting into the lunch micro trades here. Those are always tough. So here are the first two. The VIX explosion trade here. And then we're going to play this one short on an owl pattern. We have the unambiguous move up. RL10 crosses the dragon. Dragon sloping down. The 30 is sloping down. And cash a nice trade here with a RLXD exit in the usual way. I'm not sure the previous one recorded, so I just want to say that this was the first VXX trade we had when EWZ started to get short. Then there was the lunchtime doldrums. And again, when we got the EWZ collapse, which got 2 positions on, we picked up a 3rd position here in VXX. It makes a $1.70 move, a 5% move before we get a 2nd position in. But we already had 2 positions on in EWZ, so I didn't want to be even more exposed. So cash, and then it resumed right after we got out, made a new high, took out the dragon hump, and so re-entered. So we get a series of 2 long side trades there, and that's these two on a wider time scale, so you can see it. And then we have the owl pattern because it's a long move back to the VWAP as we get close to the close of the day, and that's the intraday trades today were pretty rewarding, even at the same time while the swing trades are just not working because the market is listless. and chopping around. The trades are happening intraday, and we're staying with the large indexes because that's where it seems to be the trading activity is located rather than individual stocks with individual stories. I think it's more just trading activity in the indexes. So that's the way we're going to keep playing. So thanks for your kind attention, and we'll keep our wrist measured and powder dry and see you in the chat room. Take good care.